Welcome to another episode of SNN. Reporting news from May 22nd of 2021. Well, let's get started. Hi guys, and today's first stop will be here, Colombia. And in Colombia, people across Colombia have been protesting against the government for 3 weeks. And at least 50 people have died and hundreds have been injured. So these demonstrations began when the government suggested new taxes, which is money paid by most people to their government. Now, protests are now focusing on the police's violent response, by the way. And they were pretty annoyed and kind of angry too. Obviously, they would be. I mean, taxes, yeah, that's something to be angry about. But killing people just because they're protesting against taxes, it's like killing a pig. Like just killing a pig just because he didn't do anything. And yeah, I mean, this is a protest concert in the city of Cali, by the way. They just did a concert for a protest. Next, we'll go to the country where Simon Bolivar has been named after. And the country is named after Simon Bolivar, by the way. Bolivia! And Bolivia, the Bolivia-Chile route is back on road, and the train workers have re-established a rail route between Bolivia and Chile, and the line has been out for action for not 15, not 14, not 20, okay, but it's less than 20, not 13 too, but 16 years. Okay, you probably saw it by now, haven't you? 16 years. Since it was damaged by floods in 2005. 16 years, and you end up to 2021. Now, it is an important route because it connects Bolivia with the seaport of Arica in Chile, and Bolivia has no coast of its own, and in a trial run of 410 tons of iron that were taken across the border. And this locomotive on the restored route is actually what happened. As a test, of course, but let's forget that now, and let's go to our next destination. Ding no. 410 years of searching later. Location found. Hidden. It's Germany we're supposed to, but it's hidden by the corner of this page. Alas, we'll just show you an artifact. So the police have found some ancient treasures in a farmhouse, and the 13 sculptures, dishes, and cups are said to be about 1,500 years old. And they have an expected value of 86,000 euros, and that's a lot. And they are from the Mayan civilization of Mexico and Guatemala, and were found on a farm in Germany by accident when the owner of the house asked the police to collect 2 old guns left over from the Second World War, which has been lasting since 1939 all the way to 1945. And the items are actually going to be returned to Mexico and Guatemala, by the way. Next up, we're gonna go here to Zambia, where there has been a new bridge that opened. And it curves. I'll explain why later. The Zazongula Bridge has opened, and it linked Zambia and Botswana over the Zambezi River. And the bridge actually cost 185 million euros and is 923 meters long. It is curved so that it can avoid the neighboring country of Zimbabwe, because the former president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, has actually banned the bridge from entering Zimbabwean territory, and the bridge will actually make it easier to do transporting goods between Kazungula Bridge, like where it connects Zambia and Botswana. It's gonna be awesome. The bridge will make it easier to transport goods between those places, and around 250 lorries per day are expected to cross it. I'm not sure if you're allowed to cross it. I mean, should they have a little passport checking area there, like how they used to have in Japan? Now guys, let's go here. In Kigali, Rwanda, a basketball Africa League has begun, or also better known as BAL. Here you go, BAL. On the May 16th, the Basketball American League has started their own tournament in Rwanda's capital city of Kigali. And the BAL is a basketball tournament featuring 12 teams from across Africa. It is being supported by the U.S. National Basketball Association, or also better known as the NBA. And the BAL was going to start in March of 2020, but it was delayed because of the pandemic. Let's go up. Let's go up. Bum 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 bum. And Turkey, other than its name Turkey. Oh well, I'm gonna need to get used to that. I was expecting my children to call Turkey, but anyways, Turkey has a huge plastic problem. Plastic is a huge problem. Now, the plastic waste from the UK that has been sent to Turkey for recycling is being burnt and dumped. And according to the environmental group Greenpeace, the UK actually sent 210,000 tons of plastic waste to Turkey for recycling last year. However, the researchers found plastic waste from the UK in Turkish fields and waterways. And the Greenpeace wants the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson to make actual rules to stop this from happening. I mean, why do you want to burn trash? I mean, yes, it makes that less volume, but it's gonna harm the environment. And you're not using incinerators or anything, are you? Yeah, definitely not. Let's go down to the green area of Kenya. Now in Kenya, it has become its first national wildlife census, meaning it's an official count of a population where the aim is to find out how many people or how many animals in this case there are in the wild and where they are, the threats they face, and researchers, the wildlife rangers, and local people will actually start working together on the project. And the vulnerable large animals such as elephants and rhinos will also feature along with the small rare animals like pangolins and sable antelopes. Of course, pangolins will be counted, but just be ready. Just be ready for the Census Bureau. I mean, the results are probably already out now since it's been over a year. And I just want to say that if this really does happen, it's just going to be awesome. Let's go to India. I would put some Indian music right now, but I don't have access. In New Delhi of India, the Sikh temple has been turned into a hospital. The historic Sikh temple, or the Gurdwara in India's capital, New Delhi, has actually been converted into a hospital so that it can help to deal with the COVID-19 situation. The temple will provide 400 beds and cylinders of oxygen for its patients. And on May 17th, India has reported 281 and 386 new COVID infections. Across the country, many hospitals have already run out of beds and oxygen. So this will be a better improvement. At least I hope. Let's go to Australia! Yeah, it's gonna get boring. Specifically, Alice Springs of Australia, where a new crocodile species has been discovered. Okay, never mind those sound effects. An 8-million-year-old crocodile skull has been found near the Alice Springs and has belonged to a previously unknown species of the animal. And according to scientists, the skull was discovered in 2009 and it was thought to be a form of crocodile that was already known. But a recent study has shown that it is a new species, and the crocodile, which is extinct, will be named next year, which is this year, so I'm pretty sure it's already named. Our last area of destination today will be a little small island. Let's just see what it would be like to live on an island, shall we? In Samoa, the first female prime minister has been elected. Now, the first female prime minister is a woman named Naomi Mataafa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Naomi Mataafa will become the first female prime minister of Samoa, and Mataafa was deputy prime minister, but she also left the government after she disagreed with changes to Samoa's constitution. And the constitution is a set of rules on which a country bases its laws. She won a narrow majority in elections in April, and however, Samoa's head of state, Tuimaliaflingo Va'altaswalavi II. Wait, Tuimaliaflingo Va'altaswalavi II? Anyways, I'll just call it Swalavi. Swalavi II tried to get the results changed so that someone else would win. I mean, he's probably not a fan of the first female prime minister at all. But on May 17th, luckily, the Samoa's top court, like the Supreme Court of Samoa, ruled that Mataafa actually had won. So that's a yay on Mataafa. And so that is the news reporting from May 22nd of 2021. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and please see my other episodes. Shunhan out. Peace.